Welcome to my channel! Hello kids! I'm your teacher Zel. Welcome to science class. Quarter 2, Science 3, Week 5, Day 4. Our learning objective: use the skills of observing, predicting, and measuring in performing simple guided science activities. Today, we're going to study about the role of each plant part in getting nutrients from the soil. Let us first check if the following statements are correct or not. If not, correct the statement by changing only one word. One, water in the leaves moves to the stem. 2. Water in the stem moves up to the roots. 3. Water in the soil is first absorbed by the leaves. Remember the time when your mother tells you to eat more vegetables and fruits. Why do you think they always remind you about what you eat? Plants just like us can become healthy if they get nutrients from the soil. So we will now find out how plant parts play a role in getting nutrients from the soil where they are planted. Let's unlock the meaning of the following words. We have here fertilizer and nutrients. One, fertilizer. A farmer is putting something in the soil. Why do you think he needs to put something in the soil? So that his plant will grow better and healthier. What he is adding in the soil is called fertilizer. So if his plants are producing fruit, how will adding fertilizer affect his crops? Number 2, nutrients. The label is about vitamins and minerals. These nutrient labels is telling us that the juice you are drinking have these vitamins and minerals. They are called nutrients. Nutrients are important in the body because they help you become healthier and stronger. Plants also need nutrients as well. So farmers put fertilizer in the soil so that the plants will become healthier. So just like the food we eat, fertilizers also contain nutrients. Today, we will make a collage which will show the role of how each plant part when getting nutrients from the soil. We will have a group activity and each group must be able to present a collage using only household materials. Let's do the activity 4. How do plants get nutrients from the soil? Materials needed are yellow and green plastic shopping bags or green candy wrappers, scissors, brown cloth, cartolina, manila paper, yarn, marker, and a video. Instruction 1. Watch an MP4 video clip about the effect of adding fertilizer on the growth of a banana plant. What did you notice on the banana plant after receiving fertilizer? What plant part grew and became bigger? What did the roots do when the fertilizer was added to the soil? How did the nutrients reach the leaves? What plant part did it? Afterwards, make a collage with a title, How do plants get nutrients from the soil? Use the common household materials to make plant part. Example, yarn for stem and roots and candy wrapper for leaves. In the collage, you must have the following. A plant showing its part labeled correctly, root, stem, and leaves. B. A short description about what each plant part does to get nutrients from the soil. The description should be near the plant part it is describing. 3. Present your collage to your teacher for checking. Watch the video from Wellspring Garden.
This is banana fuel. It's our #1 selling fertilizer product. Customers love it. Some have gone as far as to call it a miracle in a bag. Trademark hidden. I've used it on my banana plants too, but I had never run a side-by-side comparison with one banana plant receiving banana fuel and the other receiving just plain water. So I set up an experiment inside a time-lapse box so you can see the experiment for yourselves. And let me tell you, the results were astounding. Most plants need well-drained soil. That means their water needs to be able to drain out the bottom. And that's especially true if you're applying fertilizer. Otherwise, you'll end up with an algal mess. So I set up my experiment with plants atop another empty pot that can sit in the drained water. If I were doing this outside, there would be no need for this setup because the water can just drain further into the ground. I selected 2 dwarf Cavendish banana plants that were roughly the same size, and so you could start seeing immediate growth, I cut all the foliage down, leaving just a small stump. I put just a tiny bit of banana fuel in one water bottle and applied the fertilizer water over a 28-day period, while the other one just got regular water. And with no further ado, let me show you the results, which shocked even me.
What do you notice on the banana plant after receiving fertilizer? What plant part grew and became bigger? It went to the roots. What do you think the roots do when fertilizer is added to the soil? The nutrients of the fertilizer are being absorbed by the roots. How did the nutrients reach the leaves? What plant part did it? The stem carried the nutrients up to the ridge to reach the leaves. So for this activity, we will now use your answers to show how each plant part played a role in getting the nutrients from the soil. Make a collage with the title, How do plants get nutrients from the soil? Use common household materials to make plant part. Example, yarn for stem and roots and candy wrappers for leaves. In the collage, you must have the following. A. Plant showing its part labeled correctly, the roots, the stem, and leaves. A short description about what each plant part does to get nutrients from the soil. The description should be near the plant part it is describing. Read. Alice tried to see if the fertilizer she bought can make her plant grow taller. So she conducted an experiment using tau plant in it is in setup A and the other plant is in setup B. 1. Set A. 2. 50 grams fertilizer. 3 plus 50 grams garden soil. 4. Water daily. 5. Setup B. 6. 100 grams soil. 7. No fertilizer added. 8. None. Not water received. Dina, her friends noticed that there is something wrong with her setup. Can you spot her mistakes? Setup B was not watered daily like setup A. How can this mistake affect the result of her experiment? If the plant is in setup A becomes healthier than the plant in setup B, we will not know if the absence of fertilizer or the lack of water is the reason why the plant in setup B did not grow as tall as setup A. So, in order to correct the experiment, what should be done on setup B? The plant in setup should also be watered daily like setup A. Let's say that after correcting setup B, the experiment continued for several days. The plants in setup A grew taller than the plant in setup B. What can we say about the fertilizer applied on setup A? It was effective. It is a good fertilizer. What plant part was able to absorb the nutrients of the fertilizer in the soil? Roots. Which plant part carried the nutrients to the leaves? It is the stem. Which plant part receives the nutrients from the fertilizer? The leaves. How would you know that the leaves get nutrients from the fertilizer? The leaves grew bigger or longer. Supply the missing word to complete the statement. Plants get not only water but also blank from the soil. They use their blank to absorb the nutrients from the soil where it is planted. Afterwards, the blank carries the nutrients up to the blank. What is your answer number 1? Number 1 is nutrients. Good job. What is your answer number 2? Roots. Very good. For number 3, stems. And for number 4, leaves. Next, when blank is added to the soil, the nutrients really reach the leaves as the leaves grow healthier, greener, and bigger. What is your answer for number 5? Fertilizer. Good job, kids! Now let's proceed to... Now for the evaluation, kids. Give the correct sequence of steps by writing a number on the space provided for each statement, with 1 being the first step. Then write the correct plant part doing this function. Plant part. What is your answer? For number 1, the first is absorb the nutrients from the soil. This is 1. Next is number 2, carries the nutrients to the leaves. And for number 3, receive the nutrients from the stem. Very good, kids.